feeling like why I have become so different these days, why I am not just like other people around me, like my friends or my relatives, my neighbors. Why I have this constant nudge that I do not even able to describe. If you are going through any of the signs that I am going to discuss in this video, then there are high chances that you are being awakened spiritually. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. Hi guys, myself Kinjal, and in this video we are going to talk about what is spiritual awakening, what does it look like, and what are the signs of it. So if you are interested, just watch this video till the end. Every time I create a video, I set an intention that it always reaches to right people who really needs to hear this. So if you are watching this video, there are high chances that it is relevant to you. This is something you really need understand, so that you don't feel like you have become crazy, because I know that when it happened to me, most of the time I was feeling like I have become crazy, and I had nobody with whom I can discuss all of these things. So I just used to feel like isolated, and I just had to figure it out all alone. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do it. So, spiritual awakening is nothing but when you start seeing the world differently than what you have been told. You start seeing things differently, and you feel like everything is an illusion. Whatever you thought that you need to become a successful, to prove yourself, you suddenly start feeling very detached from it. Of course, you are living in a material world, you have a materialistic desires, but still there is a part of you that doesn't want it, and suddenly you feel a shift, and you be like that you can't even describe it, because people living around you, they can't understand what is happening with you. It's when your perception to reality completely changes. It's like you have worn colored glasses, pink colored glasses, let's say, and when you take off those glasses, you suddenly see a world very clearly, very differently, and you can't explain it to anybody else around you because they have still worn those glasses. So you be like, what the hell is happening? You have no words, because this new world that you are seeing is completely new for you, that it takes for you some time to even get it, to feel like if it is real or you are just hallucinating. It's like you wake up from the illusion that you are your thoughts, you are your past, and you are the pain. But then you realize, when you have a spiritual awakening, that's when you realize that you are so much more than this body. You understand that you are actually a soul, there is a soul inside you. People know it. It's so funny that people know that we have a soul inside us, but have you ever tried to talk to that soul? Have you ever tried to listen to what it has to say? Because it is always speaking to you. But it is so funny that when someone dies, we says that we are all soul and we do all the prayers and everything, but people are not trying to go deeper into it. There are so many people who just live in the logical world, and they never understand that your soul is so connected, it is living inside you, and they just ignore they just ignore the voice of their soul, and ultimately the soul dies. It's just the body that is living. So it's like you're being awakened to the truth. And see, I want to tell you this one thing, that spiritual awakening is not just when what we hear, like we read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is written that how Shri Krishna has shown his real avatar, like how the entire universe, everything that is been around us, everything is his leela. He is doing everything. So it's not like God comes to you and they tell you to take some sort of action. It's not like that. Actually, spiritual awakening is very messy, it's very overwhelmed, and like I said, that you are not able to describe what is happening with you. You feel like you have gone crazy. And you also try to be logical. We tend to increase this sign because it is also scary. And it's not like that spiritual awakening happen only to people who are rich or from wealthy class. Even it happens that sometimes people who are making good amount of money, and like they have everything that they desire, but still they feel unhappy, they feel empty inside. This is when they have these questions, and when they achieve everything that they thought that would make them feel happy, that's when they realize that this is not something that they really wanted. This is something they just wanted so that they can prove other people that how capable they are of what they have achieved. But so what happens is that once they achieve it, that's when they start questioning that what who am I actually trying to impress, what do I actually want for myself. And that's when they become someone who no longer pretends. Now they know that they are not happy. Even when they have everything, they are not happy, they are not satisfied, they don't feel fulfilled. And this is when their healing journey starts. They start understanding the truth of life. This is the beginning of their spiritual awakening. So from here they start seeking answer, they start meditating, they start going inward to look for answers, because all the time they have not even talked to their soul, or like not even hear what it has to say. And then finally that they come to this realization that wait, I have all the capabilities. I am already worthy. I don't need to pretend or like work really hard. Like people take decisions that people around them don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe like that this person has gone crazy. But only the person who has this awakening, only they understand what they are doing. And now because they have understood the reality, the truth of life, they don't even need to explain themselves to those people who don't even understand. This is when all the game begins. So yes, one of the biggest sign is that when you start questioning everything, like who are you, what, why you are here, what you really want. This is like a waking up moment which happens due to a trigger, like something happened into your life. That's when maybe you lose someone. This is when a lot of people also have this kind of thoughts. So this is where sometimes it begin, like it is never, nobody knows that how it is going to begin. But when you are called to this path, it can happen in any ways. So the initial stage is always like you start questioning everything and you just stop running on autopilot. Whatever the society or your parents or everyone around you told you, you stop believing that shit. And you now, because you now have wake up to your soul. Another sign is that when you feel like your job, your friends, and even your clothes, you just don't like them anymore. You don't fit there anymore. So you feel even your job is paying you well, you are making good amount of money, you just don't feel fulfillment from inside. Your friends, you just feel like you're so different and they don't get what you are going through, or you just feel very different from inside. You can't describe it, but you feel it. You can feel it in your soul, in your body. And this is when you start distancing yourself from them. And not only that, the way you dress, the way you speak, and also the way you have set goals for yourself, now everything feels like an illusion, and you feel like I just don't want these things anymore. And you go on that search again. You just again ask yourself that what you actually want. This is when you feel like that you are shedding old layers, and this is when you know that you are not crazy for doing this, because you are so done pretending like other people around you. You don't want to be like them, and you have the courage to be different. This is a very big thing, because so many people, even when they have this internal nudges, they used to ignore that, because they don't fit into those circles where they used to belong. And this is a scary thing, to be alone, to be isolated. Most people are so scared that they have to live alone, so they just suppress themselves, they just suppress their soul. But if you are taking this step, you be like, okay, I don't care if these people are leaving me behind or I am leaving them behind, because I know that I am choosing the right thing, I am going on the right path. You are my friend is going on this journey very very well, because now you are operating from truth, not just survival. Also what happens that you might cry more, you start feeling more emotional. This has happened with me. Like earlier I was not this sensitive or like that, and then suddenly when these things were happening with me, I couldn't understand consciously, but I started like, even in small things I used to cry, and I used to ask myself that I was never like this. Then what suddenly happened, what suddenly changed, why am I behaving like this? But this is when, and also I was remembering old events where something happened with me, and I used to understand, okay, what really happened, how I just forced myself into some groups where I where I didn't even belong. Because I was feeling that, of course, when you are a very young age, you want someone to be around, you just don't want to be alone. So that's what I used to do, and suddenly all the events that has happened with me, I started having those emotional breakdowns even more. And at that time I couldn't understand, but if you are going through any of these, yes, this is a spiritual awakening. And once you have get over that phase, maybe you are someone who has already got rid of friends or relatives who are not fitting into your life anymore. So you have just maintained your distance. Now you actually love this quiet time, you love being alone, you are actually in solitude, where you love to hear the voice of your soul. Because when you are around with people, when there is constantly noise around you, your soul can't speak to you, and even if it is speaking, you can't hear it. So now you actually love having deep conversations, you want this time with nature, you just go out and sit alone, and you are just so happy. One of the biggest sign is that you become more sensitive to energy. Now you can understand where you are feeling so drained. For example, I cannot be in crowded space for a very long time, it just drains my soul, because other people's energy always affecting us. And then you also hate fake conversations. You hate fake people who are just pretending, but you deep inside you know that they are not happy, they also have their miseries, but they are just trying to pretend that how happy and full of life they are. You just hate those things, so now you make even more distance with them. So it's like you have become more sensitive to your own energy. So you can protect it and you can use it for better purpose. And you also start noticing how food, music, or whatever the social media content you are consuming, you become more aware, and you consciously choose what you do not want to consume anymore. Because everything that you are consuming, you become what you consume, right? So you become so much aware of it and become conscious of what is not right for you, and you are removing it from your life. And another big sign is that your definition of success changes. Earlier you used to think that making more money or having this $1 million business or everything like that will make you happy, but now you feel happy in small moments. You express your gratitude in anything or everything that you are manifesting in your life, or like that is going right in your life. You just be happy in the present moment instead of constantly chasing one goal after another like most people. Instead of this materialistic thing, you crave more peace, more enlightenment, more that freedom and alignment with your soul. So, this is when you can say that your values are shifting from ego level to soul level. Because earlier, all of those things you wanted, it's not actually you wanted it, it's your ego who wanted to prove something to people who might have thought that you can't do anything. It can be your boss, it can be your old colleagues, or it can be someone from your friend circle, or someone, anybody who have told you the harsh words, or maybe your relatives. You wanted to prove them, and that is why you have set those goals, so you can show those people that how successful you can be. They were wrong, you were right. It is all from the ego level game. And now, because you wanted very different things, your definition of success has changed. Now you're operating from soul level. Now you're listening to yourself, you're listening to your intuition, and you are taking action from that place, even if it doesn't make sense to any of those people. You know that you are on the right path, and this is who you really are. This is what you really wanted, and this is what makes you truly happy. This is one of the major thing that happens to every single person, and you might have heard about it. It's like you might have even searched about it. You start seeing signs like angel numbers and even synchronicities, like you are thinking about some person or some song, and you hear it exactly next moment, or you get a call from that person next moment, or anything that you are thinking about, you just get it the next moment. And you be like, what is happening, how does that happen? It's like the synchronicities happening around you. It's like universe is winking at you and showing you that you are on the right path. For me, it's like every time I see some angel numbers or butterflies, anything like that, or anything that I was thinking about, and I just see it, I understand that yes, it's universe telling me that I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right things, or I'm making the right decisions. Now, because you have understood all of these things, you wanted to know your purpose, you are keen to understand how you can serve other people, you become more kind towards others, you just don't want to exist anymore and just wake up and pass your day just like other people. You actually want to help other people, you want to see that what you are here to do, and you are now ready to go on that path. You are being pulled towards something bigger, even if it's unclear right now. If you are seeing all this signs, I can tell you with guarantee that you are being pulled towards something very very big thing. Even if you can't see it, or you be like, yeah, maybe, but I don't know what it is yet, I'm just exploring, I'm just understanding, then I can tell you that yes, you are on the right path and you will find it. And of course, again, I'm telling you that this is going to be uncomfortable. It is not going to be like easy. It's going to be overwhelming. It is going to be messy. But just keep going on this path because you are doing the right thing. And now you start remembering your power, so you don't chase external validation. Now you don't even care what other people think about you. You just want to make your own self happy, and it's not selfish. It's just that you are aligning with yourself. You have learned to listen to yourself, and whatever coming into your mind and whatever your heart telling, whatever your intuition is telling you, that's what you are doing. You no longer care about what are the consequences of it, or like what can happen. You don't people please, and you just say no to anything that doesn't serve you, that doesn't serve your purpose, and that is why it is very easy for you. People might misunderstood you, but you know that you are doing the right thing. And you understand that whatever happened to you in your past, your traumas, your pain, and whatever the events, some unhappy events that you went through, you are not that. You are so much more capable than those events that happened with you. So spiritual awakening is really about remembering who you truly are. What is that power that lies within you that you are not aware of? And if you are having any of these signs, yes, my friend, you are being awakened. And now, as you have watched this video till the end, please just understood that you are chosen. So don't feel crazy, or like you are making things up. Sometimes we also feel that, I used to feel that, but I can tell you with faith that it is not you are making the things up. It is because you are chosen. And just try to figure things out, try to ask yourself, be with yourself more and more, so you can listen to your soul, what it has to say. And if you have any other question around this thing, you can ask me on the Instagram. I will link my Instagram link below. And I also share some channel messages that are just coming through my intuition in my Telegram channel. So I will make sure that I will putting the link of Telegram channel. I would highly recommend you to join this channel. It will help you a lot, especially if you are being called to watch this video and you have watched it till the end. I can tell you that this channel will change your life. Thank you so much for watching. Happy manifesting.